What if Audi secretly built the ultimate family SUV? One with nearly 700 horsepower, a brutal twin-turbo V8, aggressive RS styling, and performance capable of embarrassing dedicated sports cars. Well, Audi says it has no plans to build an RS version of the all-new Q7. But after seeing this incredible rendering, you might completely change your mind. Today, we're taking a closer look at one of the most exciting, unofficial Audi designs we've seen this year. This is the imagined 2027 Audi RS Q7. And honestly, it looks ready for production. Let's dive in. The third-generation Audi Q7 has only just been revealed. Audi completely redesigned its biggest luxury SUV with smoother styling, new technology, more power, and a much more premium interior. The performance flagship is currently the SQ7, but digital artist Kelsonik had a different idea. Instead of stopping at the SQ7, he imagined what a full-blown RS Q7 could look like, and the result is absolutely stunning. Although Audi has officially confirmed there are currently no plans for an RS Q7, this rendering gives us a very convincing look at what could have been. The first thing you'll notice is the front fascia. Compared to the standard Q7 and even the SQ7, everything looks more muscular. The signature Audi grille becomes noticeably taller. The lower intake is shorter but much wider. Large side air intakes create a race-inspired appearance, and beneath everything sits a sharp front splitter, complete with aerodynamic blades that make the SUV look like it belongs on a racetrack. Instead of simply looking luxurious, this imagined RS Q7 looks genuinely intimidating, exactly what buyers expect from Audi Sport. Moving along the side, the upgrades continue. New sculpted side skirts include aerodynamic blades just ahead of the rear wheels. The SUV also gains functional-looking vents behind the front wheels. The mirrors remain similar to the SQ7, but the entire stance changes thanks to a much lower suspension setup. Larger wheels borrowed from the SQ7 have been upsized even further. Massive performance brakes fill the wheels perfectly. Everything combines to give the SUV a planted, wide, performance-focused appearance. It doesn't scream luxury SUV anymore, it screams super SUV. Around the back, the differences become even more obvious. A new roof spoiler sits beneath the rear window. The bumper has been completely redesigned. A much larger rear diffuser dominates the lower section. And perhaps the biggest surprise? Audi's signature quad exhausts disappear. Instead, this rendering features two enormous oval exhaust tips, a design cue that has become a signature of Audi RS performance models. It gives the rear end a cleaner, more purposeful appearance. Unfortunately, this vehicle doesn't actually exist. Audi Sport currently has no intention of producing an RS version of the new Q7. The SQ7 will remain the flagship. And honestly, the SQ7 is already incredibly powerful. The SQ7 is already insanely fast. Under the hood, the real Audi SQ7 uses a 4-liter twin-turbocharged V8. It produces an incredible 591 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque. Power is sent to all four wheels through Audi's legendary Quattro all-wheel drive system. Despite weighing well over 2 tons, the SQ7 launches from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.7 seconds. That's supercar territory for a luxury SUV capable of carrying 7 passengers. Now, imagine Audi Sport deciding to push things even further. Many enthusiasts believe a real RS Q7 could easily produce somewhere between 700 and maybe even 800 metric horsepower. That would immediately place it among the world's fastest SUVs. Performance could rival vehicles like the BMW X5 competition, the Lamborghini Urus, the Aston Martin DBX 707, and perhaps even challenge the Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT. A 0 to 60 time in the low 3-second range suddenly becomes very realistic, maybe even faster. Built for everyday life with supercar speed. One of the biggest appeals of vehicles like this is versatility. Imagine taking your family to school during the week, loading camping equipment on the weekend, then embarrassing sports cars at the traffic lights. That's exactly why performance SUVs have become so popular. You don't have to sacrifice practicality to enjoy serious performance, and Audi already knows how to build that formula. The only missing ingredient is the RS badge. Inspiration. Looking across the industry, BMW has the X5 M, Mercedes-AMG has the GLE 63S, Porsche has the Cayenne Turbo GT, Lamborghini has the Urus. Audi currently stops at the SQ7. For many fans, that's a missed opportunity, because if any company knows how to combine luxury, technology, and brutal performance, it's Audi Sport. This rendering proves just how incredible an RS Q7 could actually look. Interestingly, the artist behind the render asked one simple question: would you choose this imagined RS Q7 or the BMW X5 M? That's not an easy decision, especially with BMW preparing the next generation X5 M based on its Nueve Classe design philosophy. But looking at these renderings, many enthusiasts are already saying they'd choose the Audi, even without knowing the specifications. That's how convincing this design really is. Never say never. Manufacturers constantly evaluate market demand. If performance SUVs continue selling at today's pace, Audi Sport could always reconsider, especially if customers continue asking for something positioned above the SQ7. Until then, renderings like this help keep the dream alive, and sometimes manufacturers really do pay attention to public reaction. So, what do you think? Has Kelsonik designed the RS Q7 Audi should have built? Would you rather own this imagined 700 horsepower monster or stick with the already impressive SQ7? Or maybe you'd still choose the BMW X5 M? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we'll continue bringing you the latest automotive news, concepts, renders, and future cars from around the world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.